Today is my 42nd birthday. I should be excited to share this with my 1-year-old son and partner, yet I'm laid in bed filled with dread, anxiety, and a bitter anger inside. For it's 49 weeks and 3 days since my world came crashing down. Picture sitting at home in the midst of the newborn glow as I'm holding a baby I'd longed for 18 years, when there is a car pull over the cattle grid. It's 6 p.m. in the evening and you're home alone with your 4-week-old newborn and think the car that's just pulled in is an Amazon delivery purchased by the baby's proud dad. Today was a hard day, speaking to healthcare professionals that I'm struggling with postnatal depression, so maybe this package could bring some light to my day. You go to the door and you aren't greeted by the cheerful Amazon driver who is tired as it's only 5 days till Christmas, but by 2 social workers sporting Christmas jumpers asking if they can speak with me about my son. No explanation at first. Invited in to be told that a safety concern has been raised about me with my child. I call my partner in sheer panic, as I'm not taking in the information as I cling to my child. No answer, so I call his mum. My partner is a long-distance wagon driver, so could be anywhere in Scotland, but I need him and I need him now. Luckily, he calls me back minutes later, but it felt like hours as I was being followed around my home. Luckily, he's at the depot, 20 minutes away, so race is home. We weren't told much information that night, just that I wasn't to be alone with my child and that there was to be an emergency meeting with social workers and police on Monday regarding my son. That was the start of 49 weeks of hell. On Monday I rang multiple times and was eventually told I was subject to an allegation. That was our first Christmas cancelled. It was the start of almost daily calls to foster support and was the start of a rapid decline in my mental health. In February 2025, it all became too much. My mind couldn't cope with postnatal depression and the allegation. I decided that everyone would be better off without me. My poor mother-in-law had been held hostage in our home, as was recommended. I wasn't to be alone with my dear boy. So I decided to end my life, driving deep into the forest where we had been walking for years. It felt safe and calm, something I haven't really experienced since that day. Luckily for my family, I was found within only hours to spare. But the ongoing back and forth with social work continued while I was under section. I wasn't allowed to be in a mother and baby unit due to an allegation that we didn't know what it was about. On release from hospital, my mother-in-law headed the 6 hours home for her mental health, which meant my partner couldn't work. So not only were we now battling postnatal depression, but we were financially crippled. This went on until April. My first Mother's Day, worrying if the police were going to arrive and arrest me. Ultimately, something had to give. Even when they abruptly closed the case with us, still not knowing what the allegation was, we were financially crippled. Thousands lost in earnings meant my beautiful horses had to be sold. I couldn't bear to live in the same house, so we moved. My anxiety every time a car came over the cattle grid was too huge to bear, whilst trying to be a mum and not let the effects of the unknown affect my son. 49 weeks and 3 days since I lost who I am. 49 weeks and 3 days since I felt truly happy. I'm not the same person anymore. I'm lost. Lost in fear, lost in identity without horses. I've been an owner for 20 years. Lost in a new area with a baby, hoping I'm doing everything right for him. My baby has recently been diagnosed with cerebral palsy due to birth complications. Imagine going to each appointment feeling scared that you are being judged. Judged for an allegation which is closed, but still noted on my son's record. We still don't know what the allegation was. So as I lay in my bed at 1 a.m, I'm dreading tomorrow. Could be the day we find out, just like I do every night. The nightmares don't stop when social workers decide that there is no case. My partner tells me daily that he loves me. My response is how? The person you loved was taken on the 20th of December, 24. My biggest fear now is that the Ombudsman will come back to us on the year anniversary and ruin another special day. I have no date for this to be over. I'm left a shadow of my former self, trying to find a way to move forward. Their case is closed, but my nightmare is still open. 41st birthday, even.